is a lot of statues. We're trying to find the bamboo forest. Wait, are we lost? Hey, welcome back. We're still in the Arashiyama area of Kyoto, and we're on our way to a temple called Otagi Nenbutsu-ji. It's a very small temple tucked away in the far northern end of the Arashiyama area, but it's about to close soon, so we gotta hurry. Let's go. So we just made it to another location, Otagi Nenbutsu-ji temple, and it's about to close, so we're in a bit of a hurry, but it's very beautiful here as well, tucked away in the mountains. Not very many tourists, but still a few, and there are a lot of Buddhist statue heads, bells. There are actually a few different points of interest here, but the main attraction is the Buddhist heads known as rakan. There's about 1,200 at this location, otherwise there's a few little shrines sprinkled about, along with some interesting structures and even a torii gate. Looks like here's some bells. Well, we've been here for about 10 minutes now. The area is very, very quiet. Just as quiet as the last temple we went to. Like I said, tucked away here in the mountains, not a lot of cars. The trees eat a lot of the sound, so very, very quiet. Just like the last temple we went to, it was a 300 yen entrance fee, and we got a little ticket here. They give us some information about the place and what all's inside. There is English on this brochure. If you take the time to look at it, it does go over the history, the entire history of the temple and when it was built, dating back to the year 766, and all of its history since then up to modern times. I'm not going to read the entire thing verbatim, so please come and take a look at the temple, read about the history, take in the views. Very beautiful, very, absolutely worth the time. And there was no lines, no waits, very little tourists, so please come check it out. Next up, we're heading over to the central part of the Arashiyama area. This was around the time that the image I had of Kyoto before actually coming here came to fruition. Everything in this area is very traditional, from the shops to the various shrines and temples and even the neighborhoods. As we walked through this area, I couldn't help but stop and look at so many different things. However, two of the most popular attractions are the bamboo forest and the wild monkeys. Now, one thing to note is that you should be careful about using Google Maps in this area to find the bamboo forest. Maybe this will get fixed someday, but when we went and were using Google Maps, it sent us to the wrong location. We found a sign that eventually led us in the right direction, but because of the time loss, we didn't really get a chance to see any of the monkeys ourselves. So make sure you grab a map in the area when you go, or at least follow the signs so you don't get lost yourselves. Well, after some trial and tribulation, we ended up finding the entrance to the bamboo forest. So we're gonna go inside. Hopefully it's not too dark. We're already losing daylight, but go inside, see what we see. Wow, this pathway really gained some elevation. So if you've ever watched anime and you've seen the big scene with the bamboo forest at night and they're all lit up, that's this forest, that's Arashiyama. So if you're ever curious, that's where this location is in real life. And actually, this lighting event only happens for about 10 days in December. It's called Arashiyama Hanatoro. It starts from about the 10th of December until the 19th or so, and it's open from about 5 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. I've heard if you go later than that, you might not be able to get decent pictures because it gets too dark after they turn off the lights. So make sure to go at the right time so you can get all the pictures that you want. And during the event, the Tokugetsukyo Bridge is also illuminated. So if you're around the Arashiyama area in December, then you should check it out. Okay, so obviously right now we are here, but the bamboo forest on Google Maps shows up all the way somewhere up here. So just a fair warning, this is not the bamboo forest, even though Google Maps will tell you it is. What you need to do if you do end up over here is to cross back over the bridge and come down and all the way back here to this little pathway that will take you through the bamboo forest. And there's two paths that you can take, so just make sure that you don't get lost and that you find the correct one. If you do find yourself north of the bridge, it's not a total loss. There is a monkey park over there, and it closes at 4:30, so be careful about what time you show up. We were a little late, so we didn't get to go. It's okay, we can catch it next time. Definitely check out the bamboo forest. It doesn't have a closing time, and you can walk through whenever, and it's very, very beautiful. Very quiet, again, like the other temples that we were at earlier. The bamboo really absorbs a lot of the sound, so it's very quiet. Okay, so we're just finishing up with the bamboo forest, and it's really nice. We don't think that there's light at this particular forest, so make sure you don't come at night. Sunset is when we came, and it's actually very beautiful. Not a whole lot to see, maybe a 5-10 minute walk. So well worth your time, very quiet, very serene. The area, however, outside of the bamboo forest is extremely busy. Shoulder to shoulder with people, buses rolling down the streets, lots of noise, lots of shops, tourists. So keep that in mind. However, the views from the bridge and the view here and the monkey forest park up north, all we're seeing, all we're checking out. So make sure to do that. But I think that's all for us for today. So I'm gonna sign off, and that's our last day here in Kyoto. Next up is Tokyo. So I will see you when I see you. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.